Welcome to Makeout Sessions, your 7 minutes in heaven, brought to you by Kiss and Tell. Today, we're going to explore a little bit of escapism with fellow traveler and friend Valerie Lopez of Shoot My Travel. So, let's make out.
Come inside, take off your coat, I'll make you feel at home. Now let's pour a glass of wine, cause now we're all alone. I've been waiting all night, so just let me hold you close to me. Cause I've been dying for you, girl, to make love to me.
Life's a beach, right? I know we're all thinking of a different 5-letter word, but, times are a little bit challenging these days. And to help us get through it and have a little bit of escapism, I've brought my friend and fellow avid traveler, Valerie Lopez of Shoot My Travel, to share some of her favorite destinations all around the world. Valerie, welcome to Makeout Sessions.
Thank you, Amy. I'm very excited to be here and share a little bit of inspiration with everyone.
Thank you so much for joining me today, Valerie. So tell me how things are going in Miami right now with quarantine and just how your daily life is being affected.
So things are a bit more calm now. I feel that the past 3 weeks, it was very hectic and chaotic, and you could feel like the energy from everybody in the city, like panicking and going into fear mode. And now I feel like everybody's accommodating to this new norm of lifestyle. Everybody knows that wearing a mask is going to be the new it thing and the new trend pretty much for the next months, and who knows until when. And we're all just like learning to live within social distancing. So I think things are calming down a little bit, but there is still like a lot of uncertainty.
So I'm really glad that you were able to join me today so that together we can dream about some beautiful places in far off lands. And so I wanted to start off just to learn a little bit more about your journey creating Shoot My Travel and what kind of travel really created that inspiration for your product.
Well, I'm a photographer, so when I traveled, I always had the same issue with our co-founder. We built together a design company before this and worked with different clients around the world, and it was always great pictures of him, great pictures of me, no good pictures of us together. So it was just a constant that we had to go through, and we said, well, if we're going through this and we're creatives, we're photographers, other people that have no idea about photography are going through the same situation. So we decided to solve the problem and take it a step further. If you think about how do you hire a professional photographer, it's either by referral, going through long search pages through Google, going through long hashtag discoveries through Instagram. So we were like, let's just build a platform where you can actually connect photographers and travelers or users around the world. And that's how we came about with Shoot My Travel.
I've always thought the travel photography, or kind of the photographer on demand booking, was one of those spaces that was kind of a little bit technologically behind, similar to weddings. To my knowledge, most of the network or most of the platforms out there were still kind of listings with just paid listings, or, obviously in the recent years, like you said, photographers have gotten out there on Instagram and promoted themselves, which is great, but it also leaves something to be desired for the actual act of booking.
Correct. And as a user, it's such a painful process to go through it, then to go through the negotiation and then the deliverable. So it's painful in all the ways. We try to, and our goal is to make ease of use when it comes to photography for any occasion.
Totally. Now, being that right now Shoot My Travel's business is probably a little bit injured due to COVID-19, are there any new revenue streams that you guys are tapping into, or just new things that you're testing out as potential future revenue streams or future ways of directions for your business?
Yes, so we just launched today a crazy idea, which is completely outside of our comfort zone as photographers, and it's virtual photo shoots. We started doing virtual photo shoots. We've had amazing success, which is quite crazy. Doing photo shoots through your webcam, through Zoom, through FaceTime. And yeah, we had 10 bookings already today. Like we just launched it, and it's been like, wow, like people are really interested in this.
Is it mostly kind of those life moment types of photography, like say an engagement or a maternity or baby shoots, or what are the type of consumers that are booking these virtual photo shoots?
So we had one maternity yesterday, one solo, and the next ones are a mix of family and a family yesterday, and the next ones are a mix of families, influencers that want to create content for their IG and want to stay on trend, and then just people that want a portrait of this historical moment. This what we're living is historical, so
Yeah.
photography is the way to capture that.
Well, I love how you guys are so flexible on your different ideas and testing things out, because that's really key to being an entrepreneur and a traveler.
Yes.
Me, in an effort to be flexible today, I'm really not wearing any makeup and trying to wear one of my favorite travel outfits to be on theme, and left my hair curly, which I never do. So could you tell me, when you're traveling, whether it's for leisure or for doing like a photo shoot or something, what are some of your favorite things, whether it's clothing to wear or accessories or must-pack items that you like to take around?
Comfy shoes, definitely. So a really, really good pair of stylish but comfy shoes. I love, and this is not brand placement, but I love Pumas. They have really good, like, ergonomical design and beautiful, like, stylish shoes. I also obviously love to take all my camera gear. So I travel with high, like, heavy camera gear. I take a film camera, a Polaroid, my digital camera, different lenses. I'll take a prism to take different, like, cool photos. So that's what most of my care. I try to travel always with a carry-on, so that's what half of my carry-on is, and then the rest is just essentials, and I take very basic stuff and mix it up with accessories, and always
Yeah,
leave a little bit of room for souvenir shopping.
yeah, you're not wanting to carry a lot of luggage because your camera equipment is so heavy, and that would be pretty miserable if you were a heavy packer as well as taking all of the equipment. Now, when you are off traveling, I know a lot of Shoot My Travel, a lot of you guys' business has been, whether it's surprise engagements or surprise proposals. So could you share with me a little bit about some of your favorite ones or the most unique ones? I'd love to hear more about those that you guys have done now. In what you've been in operation about 2 years now, correct?
Yes, a little bit over, so almost 3 years, since 2017. Yeah. But who's counting, right? So surprise proposals are a big part of our business. We absolutely love to go and, like, take the hand and plan this with either our groom or soon to be groom or soon to be bride, because we do have a lot of, like, LGBTQ surprise proposals, which is some of our favorites, because we get very creative with them. It's something that it's very thrilling. Some of our favorite have been in Cappadocia in Turkey, which is an absolutely exotic destination. So we actually wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning with the photographers and get out there to see the balloons and do the proposals in that moment. So it's magical.
And tell me about a couple of the other destinations. I know Cappadocia is actually one of my favorites, and we haven't done anything there, but we have quite a few of the different cave hotels in our portfolio. I know we work with Museum Hotel, Argos Cappadocia, a few other of these really incredible properties. And to the viewers, if you're not familiar with Cappadocia, it's this, like, magical town that I know it's the theme of it, or it's described as having fairy chimneys, because there's all of these ancient caves in the ground, and I'm not sure what the actual rock is, but it's this really unique rock that almost makes these triangular chimney, and the whole town is dotted with these. and many of them have converted into really unique boutique hotels. So you can actually stay in these caves, and it's a total luxury experience, but incredibly unique. So definitely makes
Definitely
for some.
worth it.
Yeah, I can imagine the photography is. I've been there. I'm to be honest, I'm not the greatest photographer. I'm kind of average, but it is definitely one of those really truly unique just photography backdrops. What other unique settings could be comparable to that? Maybe a couple of unique beach settings, or even if it's not like such a crazy unique setting like Cappadocia, but something that maybe one of your couples or that you kind of directed a couple certain types of poses or settings like that that you guys have done with your engagement photo shoots?
So Paris is definitely at the top of everyone's list, is the city of love. So it is one of our top surprise proposals, and not necessarily surprisingly the Eiffel Tower, but the bridges and more like the intricacy of the like halls and different little streets that we find with the photographers in the city that people like to um, do the surprise proposal. Miami is also a beautiful one. We have beautiful beaches here, and like we've had surprise proposal over the piers with the beautiful sunset. So very magical and very romantic. And let me think
Yeah.
about another one. Santorini.
Oh, true. Santorini is so gorgeous. I think with Miami, it's always been alluring as a photographer's kind of dream destination, also because you have like all the candy colored Art Deco buildings in South Beach. And so it's like, it's also a really beautiful beach. Have you had any challenging or risky settings where, I don't know, maybe the couples were asking something of you that was a little challenging, but you guys were able to pull it off, or not so much?
Yes, so we've had in Innsbruck, Austria, the couple wanted to, well, he wanted to propose in a mountain with snow. So we had to like go on a hike and do the proposal. And you see the mountains in this vast ray of snow. It's so beautiful, and they're the only ones there. So it was very private, very intimate with the photographer. So that was another one. Trying to think of other locations like that. We've had some in the boats in Amsterdam. So at sunset in the Amsterdam canals, those have been also like huge success. And in Venice in the gondolas
Oh
as well.
yeah, yeah. Now that you've been home for about a month, and for someone who's regularly traveling, what are you thinking as far as the first place you're wanting to head for vacation or even for work travel or a photo shoot after we're all back to regular travel patterns?
Valley, we wanted to go there for our honeymoon, which we were gonna do sometime this year, but now we don't know. So hopefully by December we're able to go to Indonesia and take a little break. It's been hectic months to say the least. So I'm definitely looking forward to like a shower or a bath in those beautiful flower baths that you see in all the photos.
Totally, totally. Yeah, well, I hope that you guys get your honeymoon as well, and especially having waited, been married about a year or so. But I understand how it is in startup life. About half of our couples who have booked weddings with us so far have been startup founders or tech founders or work for a startup. So it's pretty common that they've postponed the honeymoon as well, just because it was a lot to take off for their wedding and then be away for the honeymoon. And I think it's smart because if you're wanting to go somewhere so far like Bali, it's definitely a place that you're going to need a good 2 weeks to travel. So,
Totally.
well, I hope that maybe after your honeymoon there, you'll stick around and maybe we'll have the opportunity to work on a destination wedding in Bali together.
That would be
Once
amazing.
everyone resumes their travel, and we are hoping that people will gather, plan, and go again soon. So hopefully they'll be shopping and booking on Kiss and Tell as well as Shoot My Travel. So I've really enjoyed chatting today.
Well, Valerie, this has been such a pleasure chatting today, and I can't wait for us to get together and do our Instagram live after party on Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. So viewers, please follow Kiss and Tell Official and Shoot My Travel on Instagram, and it's your chance to ask us anything during a spicy round of virtual spin the bottle. So looking forward to seeing you there.
That's going to be so much fun. Thank you for
Yes.
having me, and I hope to see everybody on Sunday.
Cheers, Valerie.
Bye.